Welcome, everybody watching. My throat is cleared up this time. So before I start, again, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video. By the way, my name is Tristan, and the reason I created this channel is because, first of all, I felt called to do so, and also because I really love words. I'm a songwriter, and I love the power that words have. On here, we discuss one word on a daily basis and break down the effects of that word. So now that I got that intro out of the way, how are you doing today? I know that yesterday was the first post that I ever did with today's word, and being inexperienced with this, I realized I did say a lot, so I'm going to work on that today and try to avoid that. So again, wherever you are, I'm sending nothing but good energy and God's love your way. Today's word is bliss. Such a peaceful word to say. Bliss. Let's look at the definition of bliss. Perfect happiness, great joy. And that is what we all want, don't you? Have you ever experienced moments of bliss, or even just a moment of bliss? If not, what comes to your mind when you think of what gives you bliss? I know I've had lots of phases of bliss. They don't last as long as we'd like, but when you feel it, it can truly make life worth living. The thing about bliss, though, is that it is completely different to everybody. Some require less, some require more. Some people just need a double coffee and donut. For others, it's seeing someone you love. Maybe your passion for what you do gives you bliss. Maybe you require more to feel bliss. Maybe it's sex. Maybe you need a 5,500 square feet mansion with 8 cars. I think most of us would feel blissful if we owned such a thing. I mean, for the moment, right? I would say out of all the blisses, if that's a word, God's bliss is the best bliss. And the thing about bliss, for the most part, is it's a temporary feeling. It's such an extreme feeling that to consistently feel like this, I highly doubt you would live that long, because it simply requires way too much energy from us. It's just such a euphoric, strong feeling. We couldn't feel that all the time. It would take way too much. You can't force bliss. You'll burn out too quick. You just have to appreciate it when you feel it and get lost in it. And don't worry about when it's going to end. Share it with the like-minded people. I believe that majority of people on the planet, if not all, are living for bliss. I know I am. We're living for something that feels good, because we all just want to feel good. That's why we eat fast food. We go to the sauna, the club, the church, the synagogue, the mosque, the temple. It's all for that perfect happiness. And why not? Because life can be a bulldozer. You're just trying to just rip every bit of bliss away from us. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, people use things like drugs and alcohol for this feeling. I know that I've enjoyed getting lit. It's always a temptation for me. The thing about bliss is that no matter what it is, the moment you feel it once, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take like a way different experience for you to feel that again. If you smoke weed after not smoking for a long time, it can feel very blissful. Like you can have some people trip out, but you could feel really great until you do it the second time, and you might feel good, but it's not like it was that first time. And that's why we see daredevils who are constantly seeking new thrills and experiencing crazy things, like those skateboard tricks, jumping out of planes, skydiving. They love the bliss, and they're not going to stop until they keep feeling it. So they reach for higher extremes. I'll share the moment when I first remember feeling bliss. May not be my first time, but it's just very vivid. As an 8-year-old, I remember going to my first basketball game. I remember it so vividly. It was the moment my mom took me to my first Raptors game. I was obsessed with basketball at the time, and I supported them. I watched every game that was available on cable. And so just being there, seeing all the players in person and the sold out crowd, the atmosphere, it just blew me away. It was just Again, I can see it right now. I wish I could go back. And that was really my first bliss experience that I remember. So to those listening, comment the word bliss in all caps if you have experienced bliss in your life. And for those who don't think that they've ever experienced it and they do want to achieve that, well, here's my perspective. Don't chase it. Do the things that you really and truly desire in your heart. Hopefully it's a positive desire, because we don't condone any harm to others on this channel. Avoid doing too many of the things that give you the opposite feeling when you have some time for yourself, because obviously we can't avoid going to work. There's some things that we have to do that are not fun. Majority of the things that we do can be monotonous, but there are moments. But we should always find time in the day to at least do something that we enjoy, however big or small that may be. For some, sleep is bliss. I slept in this morning. It was nice. But oversleep, however, that can be toxic. Being a professional sleeper is not bliss, contrary to popular belief. Although it can be blissful every now and then. I know a lot of people say they are professional sleepers. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe you're a singer and you just want to sing at an open mic, but you're weighed down by your job, which provides you with the opposite of bliss, which may be on today's word for a future day. Maybe just by sharing your talent with others, you feel bliss. Music itself can be so blissful. I think music, I know it's for me, it's so blissful. Because as we know, people get lost in their headphones. I can get lost in my headphones. Lost in another world. Songs can speak to our souls and they tell us things that we didn't know how to put into words. If you're seeking bliss and you cannot find it, then I say go to God in prayer and trust that your prayer will be answered in due time, because it will, if that is what you truly desire. Just trust that. On the contrary, bliss can bring out the jealousy and envy in others. So we go on the dark side of this. It's hard for a person who rarely feels bliss or hasn't felt it in forever to appreciate when you may be feeling it. And just because of that, may try and snap it out of your hands. I know that at my lowest moments, although I never try to rain on anyone's parade, sometimes, it's easy to feel some jealousy when I see another person experiencing this emotion. Bliss is like your house keys. You have to protect it. What's bliss to you? What bliss is to you may not be bliss to the next person. It's a one-syllable word, but yet it's so powerful. So that's pretty much it. That's it. All I really have to say about the word bliss. I'm sure I could keep going, but that's really what comes to mind. This word's probably shorter than yesterday's. But if this echoed in your spirit, I say please like the video and become a subscriber to the page, because I really want to continue and do this again. If you have any questions or thoughts, share them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read them and engage with you. Once more, bliss is today's word. If you are currently feeling bliss or on the verge of feeling bliss, I clap to you, because that's great. Stay in the moment, and I hope you learned something valuable out of that moment. So again, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. And have a blessed day or night wherever you are. Peace.